And right on time, we are back. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Not Raisin. We shall be playing PLO 20 on runatOnce.eu, Phil Gelfand's poker site. I have to restart the client real quick though. No biggie. Right. So, not much action going on right now. It seems only 7 people in the pool. So let's add a few entries and I guess we can just play some microgaming tables on the side. That does remind me I need to change the stream title. Right, so that's done. Apparently my voice is gone. This shall not stand. So, we flop a top pair here. Looks like there's a juicy PLO 50 table that I might want to short stack on. See if there's still a seat open. This is I think at this point I'm turning my hand into a bluff, but I don't mind doing so. Neat. No, the seat is taken. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Let's just check out the 50 tables if there's a worthwhile seat to short stack in. Possibly. All right. Just see if this all works. Yep. Looks good. Good enough. Just checking out the other tables while I'm at it. Right. Gonna throw my head into the ring for a few more runatOnce tables, so the pool is larger. So turning to pair and of course the gutter. See what comes of it. That'll work. Giving us them nuts. And speaking of nuts, On the microgaming PLO 20 table, we do have the aces. And let's play. And that is a very neat flop to start out on. And doesn't look like the short sticking table is all that interesting, so I'm gonna mix in another table from microgaming for the time being. Not the happiest of turns. This is speed, he checked, I'm not gonna fold. Yep. Nice. Worked out pretty well. I'm gonna have to switch out the song. So before the random window pop up, it's almost done with. But that song shall never appear again. So here we do turn 2 pair. Do have a gutter as well. So if he checks, I don't really mind bluffing now. Don't think we're good. Otherwise, he ended up calling with 2 pair. Good for him. Hey, good morning, you Tors. It's the second stream, matter of fact. Already had a 3-hour stream. Dealer didn't treat us too nice, so we're down like 6 buy-ins, something like that. It is what it is. I'm not too worried. But 3-handed against these 2 dudes here on the microgaming table, I don't really see any value in it. They're both fairly, both regulars, let's put it like that. Yeah, and otherwise, you know, things are going pretty well, you Tors. I hope the same is true for you. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the table. So, what's going on? Okay. Given that we are closing the action, so we flop a gutter, a flush draw. Might shape up to be a difficult spot. Certainly would like to see a turn here. On the other hand, the jack high flush, you know, is not really that amazing. Let it go. I did end up getting a nice river here. Ooh, of course. But still. Yeah, that's a good point. Not to demoralize them a little. Keep their spirits up, that's a good point. Against fish, yeah, against regulars it's a different story. Then I like the snap call in order to demoralize them, but that's a good point. I hadn't thought about it from that angle. Only the other way around against the regulars, where I like doing that. Right, so it looks like we need to wait a moment until more PLO 20 tables open up. Fair enough. Woo! Speaking of which. I'm gonna let this one go. In here, I decided to come over the top, and, you know, having decided that, I'm going with this one. This is not great. This is not great at all. Oh, there you go, one more run at once table opening. Oh shit, I forgot my tea. Now it's gonna be much more calming than I intended. Damn it. Oh well. Ooh. Yeah, I agree completely. Yeah, that way you encourage them to continue bluffing in similar spots and not really to rethink their line there. And that is a good way to go about it, I think. Specifically against recreationals. As I said, against regulars, like if I already made up my mind that I'm gonna call, I prefer to do it in a snappy way, just to maybe deter them from trying to do it again, or just make them a little sad. Which is nothing I try to do against recreationals, yeah. And this is neat. Having the aces here, getting re-raised, getting to put the fourth bet in, isn't it? Yep, I think it is. Okay. Kings. Okay, let's run good. No, we don't. It's a pity. Got more aces though. Yeah, and a lot of, quite a few of my all-ins went like that one down there. Just have to write it out, I guess. Wait for the dealer to come around, start liking me a little more again. It's a nice hand on the microgaming table. King Queen 9-8. Watch what happens here first though. Took it down on the MPN table. Okay, took it down with the kings there. Cold call here from Tootie Woody. Okay. So with all the tens in my hand, I think I'm going with this one. I haven't the open ender myself. Queens, Jesus. Can I get a break? Whew. And let it be a lesson to me. Oh, of course, that was quite nice. Having a bunch of blockers, gutter, and of course the nut flush draw. Not so interested in making nut flush now. Gonna have to let it go. And it looks like we can open up a PLO 10 table on round ones, which I certainly prefer. As opposed to playing on microgaming. So top pair, really dry board. We have all the backdoor flushes that we want. I've bet this one a little bit smaller as well. I have a pretty decent rep on the PLO 10 table here. Doesn't come in though. Need queens. Wow, you kept betting with the queens and an open ender. Nice one. Aces, made 2 sixes, okay. Certainly good for a raise fold here. Not gonna call a... should somebody come over the top. We flop an open ender. Oh, and he's almost out of chips there. And takes it down. But with the open ender, you know, the overcards, I don't really need to think. Get min raised on the microgaming table. So it seems another run and once table opened, where PLO 20 table where I do have aces, and I hit my top pair there. I got led here, which is weird. So the other run at once table. Just bring it in here. This is how the situation has been going so far. What? What just happened? Alex Lansky. Nice, saying nice stream. Keep going. Thank you very much. The subscription just boggles my mind a little. Thanks. Wow. Appreciate it a lot, sir. That came out of nowhere. Okay, gotta let this one go under the gun and close the microgaming table. Yeah. Still smiling about that, yeah. Thanks a bunch. And now, I just have to ask, are you the Alex Lansky, or is it the Twitch name? Or is it both? I think calling pre here is fine, by the way, and I think folding with the gutter, it's a little bit much, the bet size, I think, to be calling. Right, what are we gonna do down here? Ah, he bets into 2 peeps, we don't have a single spade, I'll let it go. You know, that never happened on this channel, that somebody said hi in the chat for the first time and then immediately subscribed. This is boggling my mind a little. What are we gonna do down here? I think it's close, but there's one person missing there. So we're effectively 5-handed, sure, I don't really mind. Flopping the topest of pairs. 3 people. The 8s as blockers are nice to have as well. Three, huh? Let's hope a 6 or 7 rolls off. Well, first of all, let's hope he checks. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I'm gonna come over the top, by the way, and I'm gonna fold on table 3. Interesting one. Top set, the blocker. Betting is fine. We end up taking it down. Let's see watch what happens with the queen-queen 10-7 double suited here. Comes over top, and I honestly have no idea if I should be still calling. I think so. Once we've gotten this far in the hand. Yeah, money's gone in. Come on. Ah. Let's see what happens here. But yeah, once we saw that flop with all the flush draws, I don't need to check. And this is of course not nice at all. Let's check out the 10 though. So we were in the small blind? Small blind. Twitch name, also on some poker sites. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, you know, I figured with you calling here with the open ender is not horrible. Now I'm gonna let it go. Just a lot of straights we're not beating. For some reason I want to play bigger pots right now. Again, not the outcome I like, but calling is fine as played now. Pair and an open ender. Of course without any club blockers, so if he bombs it here. Ah, and you did watch before for a while. Well, that's awesome. I mean, sure. Do make the straight. Normally don't chat. Yeah, I'm usually the same kind of viewer when I watch streams. Well, now not anymore as a streamer myself. I get in there on the chat, but yeah, I completely understand. That's usually what the guy I am. So he checked it. We are blocking King Jack. This is an iffy spot. Let's see how I can fold. Yeah. Very unfortunate turn of events there all around. So, this however is fine to come over the top with. Let's check out that Queen's hand. Comes over the top right away. So that Queen's hand was a little bit loosey-goosey, it turns out. With the 10-8 it could be it should be a raise, but then a raise fold. So that was self-inflicted for sure. Here we have a pair and a flush draw, certainly don't mind. Now we have an open ender. I think checking is the way to go. Two pair here in the end. Doubt that's gonna be good. I have to let it go. Wow. These people are just feeling it. This seems to be a very good table to be on. Nice hand, he says. I think so. But definitely not a great start to the stream. In terms of buy-ins. Ah well. Let's see if we can't make our way back up. The aces down here might actually help. Right. So not a bad flop at all. Woot! Thank you, Queen of Diamonds. How's the streaming going on your end? Thanks for the host. Queen of Diamonds, of course. A coming up and coming No Limit streamerina? 400 once. And a very nice lady. Thanks for the host. And by all means, do check out her channel. As the 3-better here, I'm never not c-betting. See what happens up here in a limp pot. I have an overpair and a whole bunch of blockers. Woot! Guybus, hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it a lot. Yeah, letting this one go. I think this is fine on table 3 here to just complete. Don't need to raise all the blind versus blind hands. Top pair, gutter, and all the backdoor flushes that we want. Make the top 2 on a now rainbow board. No straights possible right now. The only thing beating us realistically is the king queen now, which is possible. Oh well. Had I checked, would have come to the same conclusion. He would very likely have bet. I couldn't fold. Is what it is. Well, this is one of the crazy dudes who went all in with a one gap single suited rundown 7-6 high, something like that. And a whole bunch of people were in the pot already, so I am very much interested in playing a hand here. Completing, I will go for it, and I'm gonna go for the check raise here. If I can. Turns out I can't. So there shouldn't be a queen 10 out there. I'm gonna check call here, most likely. Whole bunch of draws that missed. Rather give him a opportunity to bluff there, I think. He had the queen jack 9-6. Spades, single suited. Suited queens up here. With a jack and a 6. I'm gonna take note that he has a, what was he? Cut off. An open folding range. Helpful in future spots when we take the same line, and maybe he comes over the top again, and we can find a fold with a lot of hands, knowing that he can fold himself. Cutoff, that one was okay though. Small blind versus cutoff. I think it is with the double suited queens. No, actually not. The jack 6, yeah. Starting with a jack 8, it would be fine. So not a huge deal, but should be a fold. Interesting. Yeah, I guess, you know, the jack and the 6 can't make any straights together. Ooh, quads down there in table 4. Nice. So how's the pool doing? 30 entries again, okay, everything is good. That means we can start to table select should we want to, and I think table 1 is actually not looking that great. Tight passive, 2 tight aggressives to my left. Very tight to my right. Look for no one. Flopping a top pair. And taking it down. Gets there in the end with the queen 7. Very unfortunate. We do get the aces right afterwards though. With the nut flush draw on top. I think this is, I feel fine betting this. Get raised here by the blue shirt, who can raise all sort of things. I thought there was a royal flush down there. Not quite the droids we're looking for though. Interesting one here, so... Right, nobody raised before the flop. Gonna fold on table 2. This is pretty nice. Top pair in the gutter. Whole bunch of spades though. I was gonna say I think I would probably call, though he did make the nuts. The nuts straight, of course. Queen, Jack, 10, 5. I think given the speed he checked here on table 1, I could have very well put a bet in there on the turn or river. Couldn't have hurt. Oh well. No real hands right now. There's sort of one down here on table 4. Oh, scratch that. The King 10-9 double suited certainly looks quite nice. Here against the loose aggressive dude, I am gonna call. It's interesting here. And here, we do have the 10, so Queen 10 is not as likely. Thinking about hands that beat us right now, of course. Do I have the backdoor flush? Do I want to call or do I want to put it all in? Let's wait for a non-spade. Is he really thinking about folding? You know, that would be fine by me. He calls now, I mean, we're not behind, right? Takes this long. And here, to my surprise, everybody's coming along with me having the nuts. Is he really folding? Wow. Okay, that wasn't what I expected at all. Right, so more stuff's happening. Just to gutter the back door. Ugh. Gonna have to let it go for this bet size. See what happens here though. Having 3-bet, I'm not checking here, I think, on this board. End up taking it down. Oops, and that was a misclick. I should have just folded here. A weird spot. I feel he has a lot of straight draws here, which we would be doing not too bad against. He's is leading out a set, but I've been in this spot before, and going over the top didn't work out too well. With somebody behind me who then called, which I really hoped he wouldn't. Just the lead is so strange. And I got to walk with the aces here. I keep getting kings like all over the place right now. Nice hand against the blue shirt. Gotta walk with the kings. Okay, stuff's happening. Two pair, huh? And the flush draw. I'm gonna go with this. Here, the... Yeah, and I think here, I'm gonna put it in. Took it down with the aces, by the way. And took it down there, nice. Oh, sorry, didn't switch to the relevant table here. Pair, not flush draw, sure. And the other table we were heads up. I don't play heads up. At least I don't play it well. Yeah, for a moment I thought, why the heck am I in this hand? But I am in this hand because it was limped. Unfortunately, the blue shirt left. That is very disappointing. And while we're waiting on the next PLO 20 table on Run It Once, why not play a little more on microgaming? Actually, let me check out some potential short stacking tables there. Might be an interesting one. I'll keep it open on the side and check the HUD to see, because I don't necessarily remember the names of these peeps. But I'll bring it over should something interesting happen. Certainly interesting is the Ace King Jack 8 suited to the ace. Top pair, the gutter, and a whole bunch of blockers. Really? Okay, that's hopefully helpful. End up taking it down. He calls. Now we have a gutter. Of course, some full house outs, but not really excited about the hand anymore. So with a mediocre start of this stream, the day is not going exceptionally great right now. We're down around 10 buy-ins. Well, 9. Having won the small microgaming tournament earlier. But you know, it's by no means a really bad downswing. It's certainly something I'm hopeful to recover from. Guybus, you're that blue shirt, huh? You certainly played some hands, sir. King 10-9. Let's go for a very loose open here. Here we flop a gutter and of course did not flush draw. Done here, I'm gonna have to fold. That is fair. Gets called though by 7. What he had, let's check it out in a moment. Let's hope the other guy calls, then we are getting the prize. Not, we're not. We do have that gutter, which is probably not worth all that much at this point. He folds, unfortunately. I'm a bit confused here by the check. Just gonna let it go. Like 2 pair, king, yeah. 2 pair and a turn flush draw, that makes a lot of sense. We might or might not have gotten him off a hand like that. That's too bad. There was an interesting character on the short stacking table for sure, but he left. Just checking out the other PLO 50 tables for a possible short stacking spot. Yeah, he joined another table. Maybe we can find him later on. Ace 10, 8, 5 in the cutoff. I think so. That is like one king too many. But I think it should be played. I'll check it out in a moment, but to my surprise I saw that, you know, 3 queens are folds. Now it's definitely a fold. But to my surprise I think I remember that this should be played effectively in MP, given that one person is not on the table. Check it out in a moment. No, that one should not. But there are hands like that. Here made a very loose call against re-raise in a splash pot where people are known to go nuts. Flop pretty well, unless of course he has the kings. He does not, and would be no, actually it wouldn't be that tough to lose it. He did have the flush. And gets another blue shirt. Neat. "19 entries in the PLO 20 pool right now. Might have to wait a moment. He rebought, which is very nice. The blue shirt. Let me take a note on that hand. So he 3-bet, yeah. He had Jack 7-7-6, double suited, but still. Oof. Good start. Flopping the second nuts. Or, you know, third, no matter, depending on your point of view, because there are some straight flushes out there, theoretically. And I think I'll raise this right away. There's a whole bunch of, if the board pairs here, I'm gonna hate life. There would certainly be a whole bunch of full houses in that case. So, interesting one up here. With the ace of hearts, I'm just gonna check it. Make a full house on table 1. Certainly welcome. Here we get led into. I'll give him the bad news in a moment. And here we're fairly deep against this dude, I'm just noticing. He folds, which is not bad at all. Got a nice pot there. Certainly would like to be part of this party. How about we check it around and give me a 6 on the turn, huh? But I'm not gonna pay for it. Don't think that's the way to go. He bets into, you know, 4 people he calls. Doesn't sound all that interesting to me. Kings and kings. Not sure I could have called in Sean's place there, with 2 peeps left to act behind me. No spade. Nope. Not quite the board. Also very, rather thin call here, by the way. But you know, double suited, decently connected. Why not? And we got one more PLO 20 table. Yep, certainly the right fold. The open limp, okay. Someone who's very tight, it's a strange combination in my mind. Right, I'm gonna join that short stacking table on the side because there's a very active player on that table. I'm gonna bring it over whenever something interesting happens. But I do want to play a few hands against this dude. So, open-ender. Basically more like a wrap actually, right? Not necessarily looking to get raised though. Adding another straight to our arsenal here. The rainbow board, I think I'm gonna go for it. That is pretty nice. Gonna wait for a while, try to sell a bluff here, of course. Not the most believable straight for me to have there. This is pretty much the only hand that I could have that would be reasonable for me to show up with that straight specifically. Or, you know, a set with, was it a 7-9? Did have a straight there, right? I didn't... Yeah, okay. For a moment I thought like I maybe misread my hand. More good stuff happening on table 3. Okay, not gonna come over the top, but I'm not folding either. Flop us something good, why don't you? Not entirely sure this qualifies. against the crazy dude. Ugh. Please don't bluff. Oh, come on. But he did it really fast. Screw it. Ah, he had it. He had it the whole time this time. I don't really mind how this hand was played though against this dude. We saw him raise very strange stuff earlier. Obviously not happy, but just the speed of his bet there was what got me. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Let's see, the ace 8, 6, 4 here. Is that good enough for a squeeze? I think it is. I think it's close. Let's check it out in a moment. Not folding with these side cards. Yep, money's gone in. No. Ooh. Oh, because we had 2 pair already. I was like, why did I win this? Only saw the 8 there and thought I had a gutter and a backdoor flush draws. Let's check that one out nevertheless though, even though we won it. With the ace 8, 6, 4? Yeah. It's close, it's really close. The 6-5, the 5-4 is fine. So, yeah. It's not horrible. Let's put it like that. So with the flush draw, I mean, we could be a lot of trouble here. Call it once. Okay. Okay, here I'm just gonna check behind and or give up. Nice. If he raises, I'm folding. People are never bluffing there, I think. Just gonna take a note on that. Claw that he bet really fast there. Here, in position. Ugh. I do have the ace and the king blocked, so sure. Here, he bets really small now. Okay, we do still have that open-ender. Lol, he says. Sure what that's about. Okay. Now, he checks. Lol, he says. Nice hand, I say. Not really sure what's going on here on table 4. I do turn a gutter as well. It's a strange hand. I guess he had like good queens, like good double suited queens or something. I don't know. I mean, yeah. That would make the most sense. Now here against the button, this is an easy over the top, I think. Same story here. No backdoors, but we do have a blocker with the queen, so that a bad fold. Take it down on table 3 with the 3/4 c-bet there. I'm not buying it, but I'm not... wait. Oh no, never mind, I thought he was shorter. Really am not buying it, but fair enough. All I have is a 3 and a backdoor flush. And what the deuce happened to my short stacking table? I'm just noticing. Seems to be gone. What in the deuce? Yeah, I don't want that. I want to squeeze though. The ace, queen, queen, 7 here. Suited to the ace. In clubs. Not a great board, unfortunately. Oops, I just folded a hand I shouldn't have folded. Pre-flop, not a huge deal. That'll do me just fine, sir. Are you deep? Deepish. He does bet the pot. We do have the backdoor flush. Let's go for it. Play this one fast. Again with the flush. Well, I guess I could have waited till the turn. Oy vey, oy vey. Wait. Oh, he had the queen 7. Fuck me. That was the right track though, he didn't have the flush. Did have a nice hand though. Oh well. Took that one down. Okay, so the crazy dude is still sitting at the short second table, so I keep that one open to the side, on the side once more, bringing it over whenever something interesting happens, unless my seat gets taken. Pair of Fates here with a suited ace. Sounds good to me. Certainly can call a raise. See how that ends up working out. We do flop a flush draw. Well, we flop the flush draw. This dude is a happy camper. Found a bet which is awesome. With the top pair. No, middle pair. Make that middle pair. Just took a note on that. And now as played. Certainly could have gone for a bet on the turn here. Might still be ahead, and turns out we are. And it gets the min raise, I'm not folding. Flopping middle set. Unfortunately, the dude that took a note on, the blue shirt left the table. That is unfortunate. And so is the song. And it shall never be heard again. What happened there? It's between Eli and Chris, huh? Okay, so Eli had the aces and a nut flush draw there on a 3 straight board. Decided to put it all in, certainly on the looser end. Not gonna fold. He is nice enough to check, and we might take this one down. Turns out we do. Hey, YOLO Swag! Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, there's something to be said about that. Don't really have never thought about it, so I don't have an opinion, but worth thinking about. What's the gutter? Backdoor flush. Let's just check here. Flush draw comes in. And I'm just gonna check behind, I think. Turning a double gutter. Backdoor flush might be good if we get there. And of course we hit the gutter to the nuts. So the tables are certainly pretty good. Actually, table 4 down there is pretty anemic. One loose aggro, tight aggro, very tight. This is unfortunate. I really want to. So much screw, there's so much extra money in there. He's a loose aggro. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Nope. Better hand takes it down. He did have a nice hand. But I think the flop call isn't horrible. It's not a great hand, triple suited for sure, but there's so much extra money in there. And once we flop the top pair, the backdoor flush, we... Make it the king queen and I'm in there. Can I call this? I'll let her go. Let's see what happens here. I do take it down. Would have been an interesting spot here. With the top 2, then second nut flush. The min bet. Okay, so he had a... very marginal hand there, like the 7-6-5 deuce, I believe, double suited I saw. So certainly gonna come over the top with any reasonable hand next time. Yeah, that's exactly what he had. I think this is close. Doesn't really need to be raised, I think. Unless you turn the nuts. Interesting spot down here. Top 2, a blocker, backdoor nut flush draw. With the blocker, I think I don't mind a bad fold. Take it down. Huge pot here, I should have folded before the flop, by the way. Especially seeing that he's short. Got quite lucky there. That is the dude who raised very marginal there. Let's go, I want to play some pots. YOLO's back! Hey, thanks for the follow! Appreciate it. That's of course a perfect board for him to c-bet on. And I'm gonna have to fold. Yep. Not blocking kings, blocking aces a little though, but still. Let's watch. We got some nice hands. We got aces down here and aces up here. What ended up happening there in the previous hand? I was distracted. Didn't go to showdown, okay. Get to race with both aces. He says thank you. The reverse thank you, huh? Fair enough. Yeah, this is not a bad board. Middle pair, flush, second nut flush draw. It's a very loose dude. Actually, I'm not so sure if this shouldn't be a re-raise. The ace king double suited, I think it should be. Nope, it's fine. Just a call is fine. Turn a gutter and a nut flush draw, which is nice. Very much like to see a river now. That'll do me just fine. Also doing me just fine is the ace ace king king. Single suited to the ace. Getting a walk, unfortunately. So, pair, open-ender, backdoor flush draw. Means we're not folding. Not sure about this call against the raise, to be honest. Might just be a fold. Giving us two pair, huh? I think I'm gonna start bluffing. In the size that I can still shove the river and make him think. Was really hoping he's not coming over the top, but I don't really see it. Yeah, now I guess I'm not bluffing. Let's see if he can let go of whatever he has. That works out. King us the nuts with a redraw to a straight flush. Come on, call so we can call. No? He calls, which is awesome. Gonna have to let it go. I don't know what he called with. No spades, so he had a straight, I guess. Yeah, the 8-6 4-3, so definitely a call happy dude. And not folding here against these two peeps here to my right. Got me something nice. Nope. Here I checked. No, he bets. I have to let it go. So then check all the way. I don't think I will fold if he bets. If he checks, I think a little bit what I hope is for value. Ooh, he gets punished. It's a 6-3 and he has the ace-3. Really? Oh, he calls. Check 9? Yeah, okay, that is the only one that can call it. That beats me, I think. But the ace-queen, ace-10 could have called there very easily as well. Ooh, this is all kinds of nice. So is this. He folds. Actually, this should just be a call. Let me double check that, but what I've seen... I'll check it after the preflop is over. I think it's easy to overvalue the king-kings even with an ace in there. Yeah. The best and the worst ones, like ace-queen, ace-jack, and then ace-4-3 deuce, should be cards. And medium ones, 10 to ace-10 to ace-5, should be raise folds. Interesting. Check them double suited, I'm sure it's a different story there. Yeah, they're all raise folds with the ace. Very interesting. What's going on? Very unfortunate. Right, this one I'm gonna let go. And let me check what happened on, because I was distracted on table 4, but we didn't see. Was folded on the flop. I'll be back in a moment.
Hold on when you need a friend, I'll never let you go again. Reach out when your mind's uneasy, 'cause I'll understand.
Whoops, hit my mic meter there, sorry. I said this could also, down here, could also be fold easily, but against the re-raise, I mean. But I do want to play as many hands as I can against the blue shirt, especially in position, so I don't really mind. I do mind a song that's singing at me though. So what ended up happening there? Claude had the King Queen Jack 7 double suited. Yeah, looks bad. Harris had the Ace King Queen Jack, single suited diamonds. That is neat. That is very neat. Interesting spot up here as well. With the gutter and all the blockers that I want. Also, decent spot up here. Take it down on table 1 with the 10s on my hand. Could have sized down a little bit here maybe, but took it down on table 2 with the top 2 as well. Be awesome if he had the same hand, came over the top and we could free roll him. Not quite. Got another splash pot, let's see if Isaiah is gonna go mental once more. If he cold calls, I'm gonna be in there as well, I think. Nope, never mind. Let's watch though. I think it's time for a short 5-minute break in a moment. Make some more tea. Oh, had that mic off again, sorry for the... I was thinking like what to do, but I ended up thinking it's a little bit too weak. So I have both a flush, so I have a gutter. Let's hope he doesn't bet too large. I do have a nice spot up here though. And here he comes over the top again, and in a blind versus blind spot this time I am gonna go over the top myself. Call here once. That is a good board, and that is not a good board, but it is a board. Not sure what to do here. First of all, here I'm gonna pot it. Oh, mostly pot it. So he checks, and I'm gonna go with the bluff. I take it down on table 3, by the way. That's a bet there. He calls. I'm gonna go for another barrel there. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Anything? Do you know anything about call happy? Nope. Really hope he folds. Got called on table 1, and I'm gonna check and give him a chance to hang himself. And he folds on table 4, which is awesome. You know, even a set of queens probably wouldn't have, which is exactly what he had. Very likely wouldn't have called, I think. Although they did have the king in there as a blocker. I don't know. They could have easily turned their hand into a bluff, though, I think. Those were some nice pots, however, I mean, not though ever. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we got some money back, sitting on some stacks. Aces on table 2. Really? Let's call this one, see where this goes. I don't really see too many sets or anything. Ah, that's not a great card. What a low reps got there. He ends up checking though. I'm not gonna try anything, I think, on table 1. So he was more or less full of crap. He had the king, 10, 5 deuce, so he had an open-ender, turned a pair. An open-ender. Take a note on that. Right, and with that I'm gonna go into a 5-minute, 6-minute break at most, and then I'll be back. Thanks everybody for watching so far. This last minutes certainly have been action-packed. Let's see if we can continue like that. Be right back. Alrighty, thanks for waiting, everyone. That is quite nice of you. And like everybody waited, wow. And I decided I'm gonna sport my brand new Run It Once sponsored hat for some official run good. Why not? Okay. Metal pair, blockers, and all that jazz. We get raised right away. Okay. Outside saw. Now it gets iffy. I really hope it goes check here. Yep, perfect. So nothing in turn to set? Wow. And apparently I can't see the hand history. Nope. Now this is gonna be an interesting one. I've seen him make calls and bets on flush boards without having the flush. So I'm certainly not gonna fold a straight here. Very much don't necessarily need to play a huge part. He checks. Give him a chance to bluff again. Wonder what he came over the top with. Queen, queen, 10-5, singles, triple suited. Checking is fine. Okay, let's hit that flop. See if that hat was worth the money I didn't pay for it. Eh, not so far. Maybe? Check, really. You better check. Okay. Not a happy turn. This is strange. Let's try to get him off kings. Would he have checked aces there? Would he have checked aces on the flop? No. Only thing I could have checked that would be really good right now would be quads. That would make sense. Letting us catch up. In that case, you know, we'll fold. And no, he did not. And I am fairly certain he had kings or queens there. Get aces up here, pretty bad ones as far as aces go, but you know, aces shall not complain. Take it down. Not sure about the squeeze here. And they're not perfectly double suited. Doesn't make much difference if the 10 or the 9 is of the other suit here. Thankfully we only get callers. And let's start by checking out of position against the whole table, including Claude, who covers us. No backdoors, no flush blockers whatsoever. Pot size, huh? Okay, now I don't need to think after the race. That is quite nice of Paul. With the pure nut flush draw, okay. He came over the top with oof. How nice is that? Came over the top with ace, queen, 10 and a 4. Ended up making 2 pair, losing to the flush in the end. Interesting. Should have waited a little here. A little bit too quick on the draw. Let's bet here then. Goes check check on the flop. Take it down, take that one down. And here against a loose 3-better, I decided to call with a very marginal hand, turning an open, flopping an open-ender. Backdoor flush, that's a good bet size for us to call. It's a very nice turn. Fold here, decided to come over the top again with a fairly marginal hand, but I think it was horrible. Yeah, have to go with it. Okay, hold, 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 hold. I think we held. Nice. Shazam. And that hat seems to be working out. A7, 6. I think it's alrightish. Ooh, we need a new song. The hat might be working out. The song, however, is not. Again, same story here. I would like to play pots against Isaiah whenever I can. If he comes over the top, it's an easy fold. We haven't really seen him do that yet. Okay. Top set, huh? Backdoor flush draw, a block on the form of the 9. Up here we got this flop where I decided to check. I'm gonna take one off though. This is awesome. Please have the lower set. No, combo, come on, come on, don't do it to me. Ah. Ah. Nasty. Pretty nasty. Yeah, what can you do? Getting it in with subset. Pretty much the dream. Sometimes those do turn into a nightmare. I'd be surprised if he comes over the top here. If he just raises, he can't come over the top, of course, but he does not. Ooh. Cold call Maurice, huh? Okay. Pick that flop. See if we can get some money in here. What's going on here? 9-6 makes 2 pair against pair of 9s and a second nut flush draw. And we are on the right table, man, with Maurice here. Very nice. Here we get a fold. What? A Maurice fold. That's all kinds of strange. You know, I'm never checking if I would have made it, I'm always checking if I made the correct fold. Kind of checking up on myself to see if I'm doing anything on autopilot yet. Never know. All the aces over here on the button. If somebody raises, I'm just gonna call. family pot coming up on table 3. Claude lost his stack there. Don't really flop anything here. It's really small bet. We do have that flush. We block top set, have a backdoor flush as well. Whew, and everybody's feeling it down here. Very interesting. Here we get turn and second flush draw. I'm gonna fold, of course. Let's watch. Well, let's particularly interested in Claude's hand here. It's 10-7, okay. Gutter, bottom set. Not a gutter yet, like a wrap. Don't sit out, Claude, don't sit out. So, I think that is fine for a bet. Needs to be a bet fold. What's the player pool doing? 45 entries, PLO 20. Only 3 PLO 50. Yeah, I guess on the weekends a lot of people play on other sides, it seems. Because we consistently see, I consistently see bigger player pools during the week. I'm sure that'll change once the site goes out of beta. And of course once it offers tournaments. That's gonna be the driving force. He is the one that goes in with a very marginal hands and splashes, so I'm gonna come over the top here, I think. If he wants to play for it all, it sucks, but I'm not... I don't know. I'll take that as it... when it comes, should it come. Think about it then. Just a call, that is neat. Flopping the second nuts is all kinds of nice as well. I'm not folding, gonna, you know, hate life if he comes over the top, but what can you do? Pretty neat. And that is unfortunate. Make it a deuce on the turn, why don't you? Okay. So we didn't see a showdown here, did we? Nope. was going for the check call here. Okay, we're both a little bit deep. Then let's... That's alright, certainly a board to go broke on. Decided to come over the top here, by the way. Very marginal, not horrible though. Flop, a nice wrap, backdoor flush. Took it down here with the set. Fortunate. You know, as in that nobody called. Taking it down, of course, is not unfortunate. Well, that is not a bad card to continue bluffing on. And I'm in position so I can easily shut down on the river. Should I get called and not see a favorable river card roll off. That is the right table to get aces on. No, the right people folded though. Hang on, be back in a second. Right. Hey, Richie. Right? The run good hat. Hopefully. Thanks. I had to go to customs to pick it up. It was like a 2-hour trip in total. And that dude knew the tax for playing cards coming in from foreign countries offhand. He's like, yep, that's not many percent. And I was like, what the hell? How in the heck do you know that? Do you really want to know that? You know, Germans and their bureaucracy. Renowned for it. How are things going on your end, Richie? How's the streaming? And how are the tables treating ya? Also rocking the Run It Once shirt, but this is one, you know, this is where they have the logo. Otherwise it's just a plain grey shirt. Which kind of surprised me, like a very subtle... The subtlest of understatements. What are we gonna do here? I hate calling the small blind. But that being said, I really want to raise that. It's a bit folded. Just checking is also an option there. Everybody and their mother calls. And we end up making the second nuts. And I'm gonna be careful with it. So right now, one hand that beats us. If it has a speed, we cannot draw out. Interesting spot down here. So here I'm gonna call once, see what happens. Not folding, that's for sure. And if he bets again, I'm probably gonna have to let it go. Here the board pairs that might keep him, he bets really small. Might keep him from betting once more. He checks and let's see if we're good. If he has the king high. Oof. Thank God that board paired. Ooh. So here he now checks and I see no reason to do anything but 8-8-4-4. No good, my friend. No good. Let's play a big one. Might be fun to just call hope against hope that either one of these two dudes here comes over the top, but nah. It's a little thin, that hope. Get a cold call, which... and the deep stack dude is in there as well. Half pot bet might have certainly not terrible on the flop here, but decided against it. And now I have to let go. It's unfortunate. Such a nice looking hand. Oh, streamed League of Legends, huh? Yeah, I need a break from poker every once in a while. And still going good, I like hearing that. Happy to hear it, mate. Richie Lucky, of course, is a very fun streamer. And one I'd enjoy visiting whenever I'm not streaming. Streaming no limit, if I'm correct. It's and very enjoyable. In a very enjoyable manner. So by all means, if you're into two card Omaha, then do check out this channel. Okay, more aces coming up. So not having c-bet in the other big hand, I think my c-bet gets a lot of respect here on this table from him. He's observant. Unless he has the queen. But I think I'm gonna switch out this table. Because it's not really a fun table to be at. Very tight aggressive, tight passive, very tight. Meh. Okay, here I bet it 2 times. And I think I want to bet again, turn my hand into a bluff essentially at this point. just check. There's so many 8-7s and stuff like that. Ace 3 that I'll lose against. Yeah, Ace 3 is exactly what decided to call there. I could raise this. Just the open ender and the flush draw. Actually raise it now with all the 7s. He bets large though. Okay, stuff's happening in the splash pot. This dude was the one who went all in with marginal hands in splashes. I'm gonna fold. Let's watch this. But ace is on another table. I'll bring it in focus should something happen with them. Yeah. Not gonna say crap, but you know, not the greatest hand. Ironically, we would have taken it down. Doesn't matter though. Fold was alright. I'm gonna try it here. All the blockers. Why the heck not? Nino. So this time I am gonna play this hand. I want to play as many hands as I can against these dudes. Nothing changed in that regard. So, you know, usually it's either a raise or fold for me in that spot. Not sure how fold he is. Most that I actually do not know. Let's hope he is foldy. Not good enough. The Jack 10 without a heart. So do not bluff post. Noted. Unfortunate and kind of expensive to find out, but noted. I'm gonna rotate out table 3 as well. See what happens up here. I didn't really feel comfortable calling with a nut flush draw on a paired board in a multi-base situation. Did take it down here. What he had. King Queen 6 deuce on the button, really? Single through to the queen. The right hand on the right table though. Watch what happens here first. Then I'm gonna go back to the aces on table 4. Just gonna show you for a moment. Back to that. I'm curious what happens here. Small bet and a raise. Might be if you get a fold on table 4. 6, 8, 8. So he got there in the end. I mean, if we'd been in there, likely wouldn't have. And what did Jerry have? I guess he must have had a 5, right? 5 and an 8. So he had the underfold, okay. Yeah, don't think we've gotten Jerry out. So I like to fold. And again, I want to play as many hands as I can. Could have maybe re-raised this. Nah. This is, you know, usually a fold, but on this table? I don't know. I have 1 and 4 to make my set. Jack 7 gets there. Well, you know, was there, it makes a full house. So what did he 3-bet? Ooh. It's the ace queen, jack 7, diamonds and hearts. Yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense. What did he have? What did he open? He had the ace king, jack 9, so I'm not gonna come over the top. Yeah, Alter, hey, welcome back. Not really up, unfortunately. Down a little bit. But moving in the right direction once more. Yeah, like down 7, 8 buy-ins, something like that. Not great, but I'll take it for now. And thanks for the pop-in. Alright. Not a happy turn. Okay, I guess that was his last hand. He was really tight the whole time. Which is why I called on the turn. Pair flush draw blockers, sure thing. Make the 10 high flush. No, but I'll get back the Alter, I'm sure. Flop top 2 here with a cutter and a spade blocker, nice. Maurice keeps playing, you know, Maurice style hands. But in good spirits, the Alter, so mental game is strong. The rest will follow. Come over the top here for sure against Isaiah. It only called here, which is awesome. Isaiah folds, which is surprising. Oof. Not making trips here, which is certainly helpful. Might win us the pot. So what did he have? Ace Queen 9-8, Singer suited 2 the ace. Queen 8, yeah. You know it. I got the shirt too. Which, you know, is the understatement in fashion right now. There's no visible logo on it too. Either, I mean. Except for that small thing. Thanks for the good luck, folks. And you know, I'm hoping it brings some run good, the official run it once had. Also, I might as well get used to wearing a hat there. You know, as the years go by, there's more face to wash, less hair to comb. Yeah, still already on my way back up. Sat on a huge stack on another table, which I left because the table sucked. Sat on a almost €100 stack there in the end. And yeah, slow and steady. I'm not worried, the Alter. The player pool isn't really different from PLO 10. Actually, it can't be, because I have a suspicion all the PLO 10 players are here, since there are only 3 entries at PLO 10. And 40 at PLO 20. So, closing the action with a very marginal hand, but sure. Gonna be a huge pot if we flop right, you know, we're gonna... pair... No, actually, wait. We have 2 pair and a flush draw, and I think the money's gone in here, actually. 2 pair. No gutter, but 2 pair. Flush draw. Yeah. Let's take one down. He's in a tank, that's good. I don't mind the fold, Bruce. Yeah, I think putting it in here is the way to go. If he has a7, we have a bunch of outs. We end up taking it down with a nice pot there. And tomorrow I'm gonna take, at least during the day, I'm gonna take some time off and put it into studying. I definitely need it, and it can only help. Ending the small downswing. Pair and open-ender, sure. I have a lot of the cards that accompany a 3, if you should have one in your hand. The 5, the 4. I don't mind wrapping it here. And I still have outs. Neato. For sure, yeah. With even with the King of Hearts, I've done that once or twice today, and I think successfully. I'm not really sure, but I think there's a spot for bluff donking there, and then keeping up that story. Especially with the ace, you know, then it's much easier to do. Better than that flush draw, sure. From his palace. Or from someone's palace, you know, there's so many nice palaces to go around. Yeah, I have a button clicker. I'll just sit here, think, and then I go like, clicker! Click that button. Click it properly. That's it for this hand. Nathan. Ain't got nothing on you business-wise. I'm a horrible businessman, I think. At least so far. I think I'll let it go. I'm not really convinced. Who's aggressive? Let's check him out. Aces, huh? Okay, that makes sense. Makes a whole bunch of sense. He played him very cagey. Got aces on 2 tables, namely here and here. And here I get raised, which is awesome. What do we know about this dude's loose button raises? Oh, okay. Doesn't make that much of a difference, the deuce. Took it down on table 2 with a re-raise pre. Because you know, I have all the aces, so the low straight doesn't really in there as much. And if he has the 6-7, he probably would have let me know already. And I am very relieved that I took this one down. What's going on here? So here I'm in there with a fairly marginal hand, but you know, it's the blue shirt. And he has a proper blue shirt, so let's call it once. I guess so I would guess he has like a lower rep, something like a ace 4-5. I'm gonna have to let it go. Yeah, my button clicker is also going to be the doorman for the cat. It's going to look nice in a CV. Click buttons, open doors. And we do flop some stuff here, and I think I'm gonna c-bet this. I think, in generally speaking, I'm c-betting too much, and I'm gonna look into that. This is probably not a bad spot. With me having the 5, otherwise I wouldn't. Okay. Seen this before today when I lost against a 5-6. Yeah, just not gonna overthink it. What in the deuce? What a relief. So here you have nothing with a medium flush draw sprinkled on top. Certainly not gonna go crazy. Just gonna let it go. Turned queens in the end, okay. Thanks. I was relieved that one worked. Ah, Garfield, jetzt. Geht doch. Okay. Right, so folding this here, I'm gonna come over the top and fold it against the re-raise. But I would very much like to play heads up in position against Isaiah. Let's check this one out, but well, let's check it out after the preflop is done. Certain that is the right way to do it. Ace King. Actually, just a call. But you know, GTO is not as cracked that it is cracked up to be. There are certainly spots to differ from it. Top and bottom flush draw sounds good to me. Blocker to the right? I like that thought. Ooh. That is a nice board. Also a decent spot up here. I'm gonna bet this one quite large, I think. Oh, really? It needed to be in hearts. Oh, man. They're backdoor hearts, and I hope he's not putting me to the test here. Nice. Nice. Now, he didn't bet it on the flop. Thanks for the nice call out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a note on this guy. Let's see what happened in that hand right there. Took it down on table 4 as well. We're taking down some stuff right now, which is neat. Very welcome. So he had the top set there, okay. Hit kings. King 8-3. I guess he wasn't the cutoff on the button, so it's probably not horrible. Although they were completely off suit. Let's see, I think it wasn't the cutoff, right? It was the hand right before this one. Yeah. Let's check this one out. Offsuit kings in the cutoff? I kinda doubt it, but what do I know? Ah, you know what? The 8-4 is fine offsuit, so the 8-3 is... I mean, of course you can't make that straight, but still. That's like what? 1%, 1.5% pre. If that. And we made like 2-3 buy-ins in the last, I don't know how many minutes, 20, something like that. Nice. If we flop right, this might become quite a helpful flop. My lord, is it just? Oh, what happens down here? Aces against one gapped rundown there. Interesting. What's gonna happen up here? Okay, I'm all for that. Please don't have jacks, sir. Please don't get there. No, he gets there. With the pure flush draw, ends up making a straight there. We're gonna take a note. Nice hand, he said. Nice hand, I say. Can't win them all. Oof. As a matter of fact, I can't. For some reason, this is a Canadian built house and we don't have door handles, we have door knobs. So that would be tough to do. I could have bet smarter there, actually. Pretty safe board. With me having the gutter as well. But yeah, that would be ideal. Oof. Let's hope it's worthy of an oof. Another 8, please? No. I am just gonna call. Wow. Stabby, stabby, huh? Wait, they're pre... Yeah, that was the pre-flop razor. Master Pair! Hey! Welcome to the channel, mate. Oh, welcome back, I should say. Welcome back, I should say. Your favorite PLO knit is down a little, but in good spirits, and looking and on my way back up. Yeah, thanks for asking. How are things on your end? And, you know, not as nitty anymore. Tight passive, loose aggressive on 2 tables, and, you know, very tight on the other ones where I didn't really get that many hands. I blame the dealer. When don't I blame the dealer? Yeah, you know, other than that, I think it is time for a huge splash at some point in the near future. No reads yet. King 8, 7, 6. Let's do it. Let's de-tidify. Cold call for Rick here, and just a call there. That is nice. Flop the nut flush draw, blocker. And that is it right now. So checking suits me just fine. Hate to get raised here. Also not loving the pair. But I think if they check, I'm actually gonna bet this. Would certainly play aces or ace queen just like that. Nope. Guess ace queen is good, my friend. And what is that? Will we see a showdown? Maybe against queen jack? What the? What? And he's call happy, I would say. It's 10-8-5. Sure, I think. As a raise fold, it's probably fine. Okay, top pair, a gutter, backdoor flush. Blockers to straight draws as well. Not looking to get raised here, however. Ugh! Ugh! Jacked up knees are no fun at all, man. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, take it easy. Have a family weekend, that sounds good. And back to playing on Tuesday. Yeah, ugh. Busted up knees are no fun, man. Sorry to hear it. Because you really notice that you can't really not, you know, not use that knee. At least not if your plans for the day involve going places. Hmm. We do have a whole bunch of blockers. We do have a gutter ourselves, a pair, backdoor flush. Take it down. Neato. Uh, 754. I do want to play hands against him. Okay. So, gutter through nuts and a flush draw through nuts. So, not raising this dude. He was very call happy, I remember. Turning in top pair, which might be useful. Against him? Yeah. Okay, this time he had it. Hey, Kippery. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I did play a little after midnight. I think I have a shot finishing in one of the 11 places, getting those sweet extra 20 euros. I guess like maybe. Let's see. See if I can give you a ballpark. Also, welcome to the channel, Kipri. How's it going on your end, man? Rough ballpark, maybe 2,500. Hey, Sergeant Pepper, welcome back. I did? It's hilarious. The other dude has like 40,000 followers or something. How the heck did that work out? Thanks everybody who, you know, voted. Wow. What's that thing about? Like, what does advancing there get me? Ugh. Yeah, first of all, that is awesome. And I think we're gonna go for this. There's almost never any bluffing going on in these spots, right? Let's bluff. Hang on, I'll be back in a second. So, I think a bet size that he might call here is the way to go. Right, no, yeah, I forgot to check the whole thing to see if I advanced. That's amazing. But I'm not sure what it's good for. What happens at the end? Just gonna check it down with top 2 here. Oh no, the blue shirt left from table 4. I think I have to take a break in a few minutes. I'm starting to get kind of woozy. I'm not really sure what's up with that. Too much tea? Is that a thing? Yeah, I'm definitely starting to feel a little bit weird. Alright, so 5 minutes, I need to walk the dog. In any case, maybe the fresh air will clear up my head. Really? Queen 9-5 triple. Let it go. Right, so the Golden Blazer, that I know, he's a streamer. Fairly large one from what I saw, who I hosted once, and he seems to be a fun character for sure. Yeah, seemed to be a chill dude. And he bears a Golden Blazer, so hence the name. Interesting. Gonna check this now. Gonna call you once for sure. Let's give us 2 pair. That's... I think I'm just gonna pot it here. Get exposure for all streamer, okay. Oh, he's on his way to partner, right on. Then I'm gonna have to host him again when I... Is he on right now when I go on my break? I certainly will. Host him if he's on, that is. Nope, not online. Okay, open the window and that seems to help. I was definitely feeling off there and I still do a little bit. Not sure what's up with that. Don't we know it, Sergeant Pepper, and you're sorely missed, in my case for sure. That was when my dream of being a limit hold'em professional died, the day the Americans couldn't play anymore. Just gonna check it down here. Yeah, so you're sorely missed. Questions, do I fold to a bet now? I think the answer might be yes. In real life at the moment, yeah. Right, gonna let this one go. Here. Just calling position is fine. They played a heads up fort. That's also fun. Actually, I've started to recognize some of these names. Davichi. I think I've seen that name before. Just want to check out the... Yeah, 54 to 46% versus runner-up 24/7. Ooh, that's also a horrible song. Let's never have that again. Yeah, there's nothing horrible about this. The ace 10 9 8, double suited. Oh no, he has 244 followers. I must have mixed him up with someone. Okay. But still, you know, happy that I prevailed there. So, all the backdoors. Need wrap. No, no, no! So, what are we gonna do here? He just calls. I'm gonna keep betting. Hey, check now. He can do a lot of bluffing there. Eh, not happy. Did vote for you. Yeah, thanks a lot, Sgt. Pepper. Right, and so in the end, what happens then? Like after all the... Golden plays on Twitter. Okay, I thought I had done that. Hang on. I'm all kinds of curious. Right, just calling is fine. Non-American streams. I certainly appreciate it, Sgt. Pepper. Came strong. This is an interesting spot with all the jacks. Ended up taking it down and have a very nice hand down here. The ace ace king queen, single suited in diamonds, 2 days. Okay, I'm scrolling down his tweet to find out. I found the bracket. I'm still not really sure what the whole thing is about. what's happening here. It's 5, 4, 3. Should probably, if at all, probably maybe erase instead of just calling here. Miraculously, everybody behind us folds. He raises, and I don't really mind that. Especially now heads up in position. Not really the board I was looking for. And California, man, I visited California twice. It is the place to be, for sure. I loved it there. Right, so I think it's thinnish to open, but now that I have, calling is okay. Up a gutter. So I'm scrolling down, but I still can't figure out quite what the whole thing is about. Nope, can't figure it out. I see it's a thing, I see it exists. I'm not really sure why, or to what end. Alright, I'll look into it later. So how's the pool doing? 49 entries, wow. Flop an open ender, blocker, spectre flush. With all the nines. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, really? Called with the what now? Pair of eights? Oh, 2 pair 8-5. Okay, I guess so, maybe? Right, so I think it's time for the doggy walk in a minute. And that's just what I'll do. Man, I would love to host the Golden Blazer now, but unfortunately he's offline. Yeah, stream has been going on for 3.5 hours. I think it's time for a 20-minute break. And most likely I will be back. I'm not entirely sure, since I'm still not feeling quite myself. Something is definitely up. I think it might have been too much caffeine, too much tea. Up here, the 9775, I think it's a little bit too gapped here to call. Pretty sure he checks. So, some good stuff's happening. Ooh, talking about good stuff, wow. He comes over the top and that's not happy. He comes over the top and that's very happy indeed. A very happy thing to see. Yeah, he has the aces. That is fair. I guess against the sleepy dude, just folding it against the raise is probably the thing to do. And we make the straight flush, wow. Fortunately, I lost the other one because I really shouldn't have been in there once he came over the top. So we were free rolling him pretty hard. Did he even have the queen jack or did he have a... like a jack 7? I didn't quite see. He had the queen jack as well. A straight flush. Neat. Right, so in a moment I'm gonna go walk the dog, catch some fresh air, and then I'll play it by ear to in regards to if I'm gonna do another stream tonight or if I'm gonna leave it be, depending on how I feel, and if I feel normal again. You know, or a given value of normal. In any case, I will host somebody fun in the meantime. Let's see if there's anybody who sticks out. Actually, you know what? We could host the Queen of Diamonds. She's a small-time, no-limit streamer. She hosts me always, and she's struggling to get viewers. I think she'll appreciate it immensely. Yeah, let's do that. Sure, she'll be happy. Okay, one table left. Yeah, and she needs a few watch hours. The only thing that's putting me off of her stream is that she's doing the walking. I always have the feeling she's coming closer and closer and closer. Otherwise, I quite like her stream. So this session certainly ended up on profit, lost a nasty all-in earlier. Not this one just now on table 4 down there, but one where I definitely got it in good. But still on my way back. Let's see if you can catch a hand before the break. Certainly an okay fold there. And 2 more hands. Ace Jack 10 deuce sounds good enough to me. Wonder if it's a raise fold or a raise call. I think with the Jack 10 it's a raise call. Check it out in a moment. Last hand. So the Ace Jack 10 deuce. No, would be a raise fold. Perfectly suited, it's fine as a raise call, but triple suited not so much. Okay, let's play one last hand here. Both very deep. Maybe we can flop something nice. Nope. Right, with that hand I'll go on the break. Very likely I'll be back, unless, you know, I'm still feeling strange when I come back. Possible. In any case, thank you for watching so far. Should you be new to the stream, in case you would like to be informed by Twitch whenever I come online, you can follow me, you can follow the channel, and then you'll get an email and notification when I stream. If that's not your thing, I know that's cool. Then, you know, just check the schedule or check back in the stream. I'm usually streaming every day for 8 hours or more. Until then, thanks for watching, everybody, and hopefully see you in like 20-30 minutes. And I'll host at Queen of Diamonds. She's gonna be ecstatic to see so many people coming her way. Long story short, thanks for watching. See you soon.